Lake Bled is almost too beautiful to believe. A glacial lake of impossible turquoise set in a valley of the Julian Alps, with a tiny island bearing a white church at its center, a medieval castle perched on a cliff above the northern shore, and snow-capped mountains rising behind everything. It looks like a painting. It looks like someone imagined the most romantic lake in Europe and then built it. But it is real, and it has been drawing travelers since the mid-19th century, when the area was developed as a health resort under the Austro-Hungarian Empire. The lake sits in the northwestern corner of Slovenia, less than an hour from the capital Ljubljana and close to the borders of Austria and Italy. It is small, roughly 2 kilometers long and 1.5 wide, and the walk around its perimeter takes about 90 minutes at a gentle pace. The water is fed by thermal springs, which keep it warmer than you might expect and give it its extraordinary color. A milky emerald that shifts to deep blue depending on the light and the season. The island is the centerpiece. Bled Island is the only natural island in Slovenia, and reaching it requires a traditional Pletna boat, a flat-bottomed wooden craft rowed by standing oarsmen in a tradition that dates back centuries. The island holds the Church of the Assumption, whose bell tower is visible from every angle around the lake. Tradition holds that ringing the wishing bell inside the church will grant your wish, and the steady chime of the bell carries across the water on quiet mornings. Bled Castle, perched on a sheer cliff 130 meters above the northern shore, dates to 1011 and is one of the oldest castles in Slovenia. The views from its ramparts are the postcard images that have made Bled famous. The full sweep of the lake, the island, the mountains, and on clear days, the summit of Triglav, Slovenia's highest peak and national symbol, visible in the distance. The Vintgar Gorge, a 20-minute drive from Bled, is a 1.6-kilometer canyon carved by the Radovna River through vertical limestone walls. Wooden walkways and bridges cling to the rock face above the turquoise water, and the gorge ends at the 16-meter Sum waterfall. In the morning, before the crowds arrive, the gorge is a cathedral of stone and water and filtered light. Slovenia is one of the greenest countries in Europe, and the area around Bled rewards exploration. Triglav National Park, Slovenia's only national park, begins just beyond the lake and encompasses the highest peaks of the Julian Alps, hiking trails, alpine meadows, glacial valleys, and mountain huts that serve hikers with simple meals and beds. The Bohinj Valley, 30 minutes from Bled, is quieter and wilder, with a larger lake that feels more remote and less manicured. The food around Bled is alpine and hearty. Kremna rezina, the Bled cream cake, is the local specialty, a slab of vanilla custard and whipped cream between layers of crispy pastry, invented at the Park Hotel in 1953 and now served everywhere around the lake. Strukelji, rolled dumplings filled with cottage cheese, walnut or tarragon, are a Slovenian staple. The trout from local rivers and lakes is excellent. Slovenian wine, particularly the whites from the Goriška Brda region near the Italian border, is underappreciated and very good. Bled is best experienced early and late, before the day trippers arrive and after they leave. At dawn, when mist rises from the warm water and the mountains are reflected in the still surface, the lake is transcendent. At sunset, when the castle and the church are lit golden and the last Pletna boats glide home, you understand why this small lake in a small country has captured the imagination of everyone who has seen it. Come in autumn, when the surrounding forests blaze with color. Come in winter, when the lake sometimes freezes and the mountains are white. Every season has its argument, all of them are persuasive.